Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Betty, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes, it has been a little bit since I've been on here doing one of these tutorials. I do apologize, but you know, with the issues with the AC, and then Sunday we had a gender reveal for my newest grandbaby. I may tell you what it is. I don't know. And then I've been working on some journals. These are almost finished, and I will be doing a flip through of these in the next video. I have like 4 more that are almost done. Here's another one that's real close. Plus I have the one for my 500 subby winner, but I'm not going to show that one on the flip through that I'll be doing in the next video. I still have a few things to do to these, but I love these. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love them. So I'm just going to move these out of the way for right now, so that we can get busy on this, because I could not wait to show you guys this tutorial. Absolutely could not wait. Game changer. Let me see if I can move the this down a little bit. Trying to get y'all a little closer because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing, because this really was a game changer. I don't know why I did not figure this out on Photoshop before now, but I didn't. But I have it figured out now, so that's what matters. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to take you start to finish on how to create a tag in Photoshop on the iPad. You heard it, on the iPad. And guess what? Wait for it. Are y'all ready? We're going to use a clipping mask in Photoshop on the iPad. Yes, there's a way to do it. I finally know how to do it. I figured it out. Y'all knew I was going to work with it until I could get it. So we're actually going to use a couple of different programs today. I'm going to use Illustrator to build my tag. Now you can get templates, you know, from different places. You can, there may even be some out there that you can get for free. I don't know, but we're going to attempt. Let me rephrase it. Not that I'm going to build. I'm going to attempt to build my own tag base. So let's just see what we can do. So I'm in Illustrator. I'm on a blank artboard, and I've just selected the shape tool, and it's in a square. So I'm just going to draw my, let me go over here. I think I need to draw it first. I'm just going to draw my little tag, and let's see, what size do I have it? Let me go back because I didn't really see what size it was. So let me pay attention to my size. So the height, I wanted about 4 inches. No, I wanted at about 3.5 because I got to take into account the top. So about 3.5 by 2.25. That should work. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and you see the stroke is on black. The fill is on white. I want to put the fill at black. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over here. I want to do a new layer. Now, on this layer, what I want to do is I'm trying to think here. I really wanted to draw like an octagon, but I don't see it, so that's okay. What we can do is we can go up here to our drawing, our pen, and I'm going to make this bigger just so that I can see it. And I'm going to go right here to this corner, and I'm going to hide this stuff so I can see a little better. I want it as big as I can get it, but I still want it all on screen. Okay, so I'm going to go right here to this corner, and I'm going to click. Okay, and so I kind of want a little bit of an angle on my tag, and I'm trying to think of the shape here. And so I'm going to draw to about right here. And then I'm going to try and go even over to about here. And then I'm going to come down to here. And then I'm going to come back over to here. Okay? So now, let me take a look and let's just see. Let's just see what it looks like. And it looks a little wonky, as you can see. So now I'm going to do my selection tool here. And I'm going to get everything trimmed the way I want it to be. And then I need to be able to edit the points there. That's not what I want to do, but you know what? That gave me an idea. Okay, I just took all of that off because I'm thinking. And y'all know when I think it's dangerous. What about if we done a circle? Let me go back to this circle and let me bring it out just a little bit so it'll match up. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I still think I need a little bit more. Now let's see. There you go. Look, guys, look at that. We have a tag. That one doesn't have the, you know, the corner like we normally do, but it's still a tag. So now let's go to here. I'm going to duplicate this so that we're staying at the same size. So I'm just going to move the layer over that we duplicated. Now let's go up here and let's try, I'm wondering, let's do this. Let's draw a line in this layer. And let's draw the line from here to here. Okay. Now you really can't see it, but that's okay. So now I am going to add another layer. Then I'm going to go back to this layer here. And I want to duplicate this. Okay. And so now I'm going to move it up. And that's kind of helping me stay centered. Oh, well, I didn't draw my line long enough because I didn't have it all on screen. So let me see. Let me delete that one. Let me go back to this one. Make sure I've got it exactly the way I want it. I'm just trying to get it all lined up. Now I'm going to duplicate it. And now I'm going to move it. And I'm going to try and keep it centered. Okay. So, and this is, you know, this is probably the hard way to do the tags, but you guys know that that's how I do things. I do things wonky. And now I'm just deciding, I think I want it there. I think that'll be a good tag size. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go back over here. Well, not that. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to duplicate that. And then I'm going to move it. And I don't want to change the size of it. I just want to move it. And I want to move it to where it's right on the corner there. And the same thing here. I want it to be right on the corner here. And that way we know that I have the right size. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to this line here, and now I'm going to make it smaller, and right there to that corner, and then right there to that corner. And there you go. Let me move this one little spot. It seems a little off to me. Okay, so now the only other thing I need to do is let me, I don't know if I can fill this in. I'm sure that I can, but I'm not going to stress over filling that in because I can fill that in when I get over to Photoshop. Okay, so we have 2 different tags made. So now I am going to export them. I'm going to export them as a PNG. I do want the transparent background. And there we go. Okay. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go right over here to my photos. And I'm going to go to where these are. And I'm going to duplicate them. And I'm going to duplicate it again because I'll show you. I'm going to keep that one like that, but now I have 3 of them. So on this one, I'm going to edit, and I'm going to size it down to where it's just this tag. Okay. And so now I'm going to go to this one, maybe. And I'm going to do the same thing, but for the other tag. All right. So now we have 2 tags created. Yes, you can use a template, probably easier. When have I ever done anything the easy way? Y'all should know better than that by now. Okay, so now I'm back in Photoshop. And I have just opened up, created another project. It's 11 by 8.5 with a white background. So I want to pull in my photos. So let's work with this one first. And oh, please tell me my Photoshop's not going to be crazy. It's looking like it's going to be crazy. It gets mad with me when I have so many things open. But I always have so many things open. Okay. So now let's put this one here. Now let's hope this works. But now that I'm on camera, watch it not work. Okay. So this is what I done today, and I'm hoping that this is what's going to work this afternoon. Then I go and I open up a photo that I want to put on there. And I'm going to scale it down to whatever size I want, where I want it. And I'm going to click done now that it's over it. Then I'm going to go right here and I see this little, hopefully you can see it. It's a little box with the arrow facing down. I click it. And that's what it was doing today too, was yep. So we're going to have to go back in and I'm going to have to redo that because it's going crazy. It doesn't like the images that I've drawn, which is fine. And I'll show you, we'll work on how to get around that. So right now, let me just go in and show you how to do it without going through all of that. Let's see. This is one. This is a white background photo. Same thing. Those were some that I had created, but I done a white background. I was just, for some reason, I was thinking that if it was a darker background, that it might show up a little better. Okay, so I'm going to hit create clipping mask again, and see, that's why I was thinking that it wouldn't do it, because it's only adhering to that black area there. So what we need to do in that situation is we're going to get the paint bucket and we are going to fill these in. That's why I was thinking that the black is what I needed. But don't worry, I will figure that part out too. I'm just so excited to have a clipping mask on here. And now I can do this in, and you know what I'm going to do? Let me hide this for just a minute. Because I see where it's not completely filled in. And I want to get it completely, well, not like that. So we may not be able to completely fill it in. Oh, well, duh, it's because I'm on that one layer. There, see, you gotta be smarter than what I am sometimes, I'm telling you. And it's looking like it's gonna make little ragged edges, but that's okay. I I might need to just take the time to actually fix it the way it needs to be fixed, but let's do that. I'm not going to be happy until I do. So I'm just going to go right here. Y'all know I like to work in pixels. I've just got it on the paint, the eraser. And so I'm just going to go and I'm going to erase those jagged edges that don't need to be there. And that's all I'm doing. Because if you have the jagged edges on here right now, you will have them whenever you go to do the clipping mask. It will show up. So that's all I'm doing, is just getting rid of any jagged edges that I can. Let's see. It's not hard to do, and I mean, like I said, there are some out there that are already done. That would probably make life a little easier, but you guys should know me by now to know I am not going to do it the easy way. Nope. Not about to do it the easy way. I don't know why. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we have one. I guess we could work with the one for now, but let me just go ahead and do this one too real quick. Won't take me but a second. Maybe a little more than a second. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. I'm not sure why it got so messy looking, but it did. And you know, it's not the end of the world. Super easy to fix, just takes a little bit of time. I'm just going through around the side here. Try not to go too deep in it, but because I have my brush set a little larger than what I normally have it set for, but it's okay. And it really doesn't have to be perfect, even though I want it to be, but it doesn't have to be, because you're really not going to notice something this small. It's just one of those things that I knew it was there, and I knew it would bother me. So it's best for me to just go ahead and get it done and over with and out of the way. So I hope everybody is doing good and staying well. We have been so busy between the gender reveal and birthdays and all kinds of stuff. It's just, there's always something going on. No complaints though. I'm very happy I have the family I do, that we have so much going on all the time. Okay, let me just call that done so that I can stop wasting your time. All right, so now I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to unhide that layer. I'm going to put it over, I think I'm just going to do this one for now. And then, okay, I don't know how, somehow I had it connected to the layer above it. Okay, so now I'm going to do clipping mask, and there you go. So I can do the same thing. Let me see. I'm wondering if I can do the same thing. I don't know. Let's try it. And I merged it down so that it would already be part of that layer. Because I'm not real sure if it would, I haven't played around with the clipping mask enough to know exactly what I can and cannot do on the iPad here with it. So we'll just do the clipping mask on both of these if it works. And there you go. See, guys? I mean, I know I went around my elbow to get to my thumb to make these tags, but the thing is, I got them made, and look, I done it on the iPad. I am super, super, super excited about that. Now, I do want to show you one other thing. Let me export these images. Okay, now let me go back, and I'm going to create new again. This time I'm going to do 8.5 by 11. I'm going to bring that same image in that I was using. This one, I believe it was. And I'm going to slide it down. Okay. Now I'm going to bring that exact same image in again. But this time I want to flip it. And then I want to take and I may have to do the images separate, which is fine if I do. Let me just do it with one image at a time. Just so that I can show you what I'm talking about for the sake of time. Okay, I'm gonna crop this down to just that one tag right here. Let me crop it a little more. No, I do want it bigger. Okay. Because I don't know if that's going to work with me having cropped it that much. It's not. So I just need to erase these two. See guys, this is when you know that I don't plan anything. Because if I had been planning, I would have realized. But, oh well. Y'all get the true me. Okay, so I'm just erasing those two just simply because I don't want to have to deal with trying to fit them together right now. And so for the sake of time, I wanted to do this. Now let me look. I want to see. Yeah, I can see where why it's done the craziness whenever I tried to fill it in. So let me see if I can just kind of go over it a little bit right here. This may not work, but we're going to try. I bet you it's not because I'm erasing the white on the inside as well. So I don't know. You know what? I bet that is okay. All right, so now let's select that. Let's move this over and down. And then I'm going to color it, color fill black. And I think what I'm going to do, rather than trying to go through all of that, is I'm just going to take my paintbrush here. And I'm just going to put it on the hard round. I'm going to bring it down to about 20 or 19 or 20. And I had it set to clear, which was stupid. Okay, so now I'm just going to color in that little bit. I think that'll be easier than trying to erase and fill. And you really, I mean, if it doesn't bother you that it's got that little bit of white showing, you don't even have to do this. But my OCD just will not let me leave it. So I have to do this. Because it would kill me. And again, if I had planned, I could have done all of this off camera. But that would have made it too easy. And y'all knew I wasn't going to make it too easy. So I just really want to get all the white area filled in. Okay, And almost done, guys. Almost, just a little bit more. And this is one of those things you really don't ever want to rush, because when you start rushing it, you make mistakes that take longer to fix than it did if you had just taken your time to begin with. So that's why it is taking a couple minutes longer to do it this way, but it'll be worth it. So I'm just making sure that I prefer, sorry about that, that was my alarm going off. I prefer not to have any white, but if I do have some, it's not the end of the world. So I'm just looking over it. I think it looks good. I do see a little spot right here that I didn't erase. Okay, so now I'm going to, I think I want to go ahead and duplicate this layer. So I've duplicated it, and I'm going to move it over here. And I'll show you why in a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and get our, whatever it is that we want to use on the front. Let's use one of these images, maybe. Let's see how it looks. I don't want to have I don't know which one is which. Okay, so that was that one. So now I moved it down and we have that layer. Now, let's take the photo. Let's do another photo. And let's do this. Let's move it up here. So now we've got it moved on top. I want to get it down to size. Okay, and now I want to do it down and make a layer there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say merge down. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to say merge down. So now we actually have two tags. But let me show you what I want to do. I am going to take this tag and I'm going to turn it upside down. And I am going to move it, if I can, right on top of that one. So now when I print this tag out, all I have to do is fold it right there, and I'll already have it on the back side and the front side. I'll have my tag complete. So I can do merge down, and so now this is a tag. And so it's what you're looking at is the front and the back of the tag. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and I'll print one of these out. Okay guys, I just wanted to jump back on here real quick before we ended the video, just to show you how these tags turn out. This is how they print out, and you could cut them out as 6 separate tags very easily. Or you can cut them like this. And then all you would do is fold it like that and then glue it. And so I already have, just that easy, I already have a tag that's ready to go. I'm just going to ink the edges a little bit. You know, I can put some embellishments on it, but it's already, I don't have to worry about trying to cover the front or the back or put anything else on it. It's done. It's just that simple. Yeah, so we went around our elbow to get to our thumb today. We started out working on showing how to make tags in Illustrator. Then we went and showed you how to use and not use the clipping mask in Photoshop on the iPad. And then we finished by showing how to make these cute little flip tags so that you don't have to worry about putting backs on your tags. And if you print it on cardstock and then you double it over like that for the back, you have a really good thick tag there. So, okay guys, this is really it now. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Talk to you later. Bye.